One coming at you. It's the San Diego Padres going up against the New York Yankees. All right, ready to go here. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. Late swing, fouled off. Swing and a foul out of play. Going 2 now. On the ground to short. Volpe throws to first in time. 1 out in the top of the first. At the plate, Jackson Merrill. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one hops against the fence. He's in at second with a 1-out double.
Waste no time there. Great hands on that swing to take the inside pitch and drive it into the gap for the double. It's easy to spin off a pitch like that, Boog, and you can pull that thing foul, but that was perfect.
Arise. Tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. No swing. Gary Simmons with the call. Good hitters count the 2-0. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Merrill over at second. 1 down. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Headed for the plate. He scores and they have the lead. And it's an RBI single. 1-0. 1 down. Manny Machado, the next up for the Padres. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Just
inside,
missed. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
Damn, that was pretty gross right there.
Swing and a ball popped up. Loud sizes this one up. And there are 2 outs. And now it's Elias Diaz. Squirts away a little bit.
0-1.
One run across in the frame so far here in game 1 of this 3-game set. And he grounds one to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back at Yankee Stadium, and stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Tatis really on his horse for it. Brings it in, and there's 1 away. Here's Cody Bellinger.
Batting second, the center fielder, Cody Bellinger.
He's got an MVP and a Rookie of the Year under his belt. And a guy who's played every day as a first baseman, every day as a right fielder, every day as a center fielder.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. And there's the strike. 2 outs, base is empty. Late on that fastball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Tatis coming on. Brings it in. And that ends the inning. Back here in New York, top of the second. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. Schmidt back to work. Tap foul at the plate. Cronenworth, a 7th-round pick by the Rays in 2015 out of the University of Michigan, where he was a two-way guy. And in fact, the Rays used him that way. Fouled off left side. Next pitch is outside. Up the middle. And it gets by him.
Really nice job, a two-strike hitting in that at bat. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Luis Campusano stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Swing, and he breaks his bat. There's one. Out. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play. So digging in now for San Diego, Ezekiel Duran. Swing, and a ball popped up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. Back here in the Bronx, Singy. And we talked about expectations this year for the Yankees, but we haven't brought up their trip to the World Series last year.
Yeah, they had the most wins in the American League and won their first pennant in 15 years. Hard to believe that, huh? It's tough not labeling that type of a year as a success.
That's off the inside corner, and that's ball one. Dodgers versus Yankees in the Fall Classic. It doesn't get any better than that, Singy.
Yeah, and a lot of people across the globe watch those games, not just in the United States, and we won't forget that World Series for a long time.
Yeah, there's a ball. Swings and misses. The high heat, too much on that one. And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. Swings through that one for strike one.
0-1.
And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. So digging in, Ben Rice. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
0-1's the count.
Late that time, and it's strike two.
They just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Top half of the third inning, and now the center fielder, Jake Myers.
San Diego, the center fielder, number 6, Jake Myers.
Fly ball down the line, and that will drop foul. Inside, and that is ball one. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Left field. And there's one down. So with one down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. Grounded out to short in his first trip. Swing and a ground ball. Volpe fires over to first. They get him, but it was pretty close. And the batter will be the shortstop, Jackson Merrill. A double and a run scored his first time up. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone. Merrill in his second season, batting second in today's lineup. He's usually in center, but today starting at shortstop. And that gets down for a base hit. And that keeps the inning going. Luis Arraez stands in. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Ball one, no strikes. And another ball. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
2 outs. And that one is lifted in the air. Bellinger settles underneath it. And that is that. Set for the bottom of the third. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Austin Wells. And there's a foul ball.
You know, these Yankees, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time. And that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boog.
Making 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. And a swing and a miss there.
0-1's the count.
Next offering is fouled back. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. And next for New York, Oswaldo Cabrera. There's the strike.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Late on that fastball.
All right, there's number 8, 1 away.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Back in the Bronx, stepping in, Manny Machado.
Number 13, Manny Machado.
And Manny gets a piece.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
Volpe tosses to first, and a quick out, number 1. Here's Elias Diaz.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Lau sends it to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. That one not close. Ball 1. Foul ball.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Out to center. Lau on the move. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Back now in the Bronx. Bottom 4. And now the right fielder, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Duran towards the line. Makes the grab, 1 down. And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. Swinging a foul straight back. Gosigi, this is a guy that grew up in big league clubhouses, and it's something that you see throughout the game. Sons whose fathers also played the majors.
Yeah, and beyond that, all the other men in those clubhouses that sort of take you under their wing as a son or a nephew and show you some of the tricks of the trade. It's just invaluable, that type of experience.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Now batting, the left fielder,
Aaron Judge at the plate. Flied to right his first time. And it finds its way through for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
All over that one right there. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Tatis. And that is that. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. And the batter now, Luis Campusano. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Now batting, left fielder, Ezekiel
Duran, the next up for the Padres.
Ball one, no strike.
This one in the dirt. That one fouled off.
You know, these Padres doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They have yet to strike out, and they're averaging more than a hit per inning. That's a great recipe for success right there.
Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. And now Jake Meyers. There's the strike. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Next pitch is outside.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Next one misses. Now 2-2.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge.
We got a full count.
And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you get a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. And the infield fly is called. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. He's grounded out a couple of times. Off the catcher and rolls away. That'll hurt as both runners move up. Second and third now. There's no double play chance. Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Pulls it in on the warning track. Runners tagging from second and third. He'll score on the sac fly, and they take a 2-run lead. And here's the first baseman, Luis Arias. Line drive. Dives for it. Got it. Makes the play. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Stepping in the long ball threat, Giancarlo Stanton. And that is cut on and missed. Strike one.
You know, these Yankees, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now batting, the first baseman.
And now the first baseman, Ben Rice.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. The wide to kick the pitch. Myers pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. So up next, Austin Wells. Struck out looking his first time. Late swing, foul to the left.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Handles, throws to first. Inning over. Top of the 6th inning. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Padres, Manny Machado. Schmidt back to work. And Manny gets a piece. 0-1 now.
Inside, ball 1.
There's the strike. That pitch just misses the inside corner, and that's ball 2. Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. And the leadoff man aboard. Next for the Padres, Elias Diaz. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Diaz goes 6'1", 225 pounds. He joined the team as a free agent. Goes to second for 1. Back to first, and that is a double play.
Man, that is such a tough double play to execute as a first baseman, to not only field the ball and make a good throw to second with a runner in the baseline, but also to hustle back to first base and get set up to receive the return throw. That takes great footwork and an awareness of where the bag is. A lot of practice to get that one right.
Next offering is fouled back.
Got to be careful here. This is the type of hitter that can punish you even with pitches outside the zone.
Swing and a miss, and we're back. Bottom of the 6th. And the batter now, Anthony Volpe. Tatis really on his horse for it. Corrals it. And there's one down. Oswaldo Cabrera, the next to hit, went down on strikes his first time through. Late on that fastball.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Finds its way through, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Back to the top of the Yankee order, Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. That one way outside, and that's ball 1.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right.
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Throw to second. Tag. Out at second. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Diaz collects, fires to first. That completes the strikeout, inning over. We go to the top of the 7th. Now it's the DH, Luis Campusano. Scott Effross gets the ball now.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And it's even up. In the air, center field. Bellinger has this one sized up. Makes the catch. And there's one away. Stepping in for San Diego, Ezekiel Duran. 1 for 2. That one ripped right center field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. And he's got a double.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Just a great approach. Looked like that was exactly what he wanted to do with that pitch. And right off the bat, he knew he was taking that wide turn at first to head for second.
Myers now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. And that one goes straight to the backstop. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. Misses the zone and he gets him to chase.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there. It just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
0-1. Ball in.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
That's off the mark, and it's 2-2. Struck him out swinging. Bottom of the inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Cody Bellinger. He was late there, strike 1.
So what we're seeing is a lineup that's just out of sync with the pitcher. They're guessing wrong, and their timing's off.
The Yankees looking to rally. Got him. And his 11th strikeout in this one, really racking up the whiffs. Here comes Aaron Judge. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. And it's strike two.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Brandon Lowe now at the plate, both 2 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
The tag, and he's out. 3 up, 3 down. Back at Yankee Stadium, we're at the top of the 8th. So digging in now for San Diego, Jackson Merrill. The shortstop takes the ball.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
No strike.
And that skips in the dirt. That one pushed to the left and foul. 2-1 now. That one down the line and foul ball. And a liner out into right center for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Breaking ball was in a decent spot down and in, but he did a really nice job getting to it before it tied him up.
Digging in, Luis Arias.
0-1's the count.
And the slider just misses. Merrill on at first, nobody out. Liner, base hit. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
Couple of singles back to back. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those all.
Slings to second, and he'll hold on to it, so they get one. Next, it's the catcher for the Padres, Elias Diaz. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
In the dirt.
0-2.
Line drive, base hit. And that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away. First and second, 1 out. Jake Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres. Lined, and that's a base hit. And they stop him at third, so bases loaded with 1 away. And now the DH, Luis Campusano. Base hit, 1 run is in. Coming home. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and it's a 2-run single, and the lead is up to 5. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Jake Cousins.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Yes, he did. That's a swing. And he chases a high fastball there.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
That was pretty nasty. Jake Myers, the next up for the Padres.
Counts 1-0.
In the dirt, runners stay put. That's ball 1. 2 on, 2 outs. That to right. Chisholm sizing this one up. Drops into the glove. And that is that. Bottom of the 8th. Now here's Giancarlo Stanton.
Designated hitter, Giancarlo Benson.
And first offering is fouled off. Late on that fastball.
Man, he is just dialed in right now. Every pitch thrown with so much conviction.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's a Baker's dozen strikeouts for him in this game. And here's the first baseman, Ben Rice.
Now pitching for San Diego, number 50, Adrian.
Swing and a miss. Strike one. He's a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the ballpark, but obviously out of the bullpen. And you're looking to limit home runs.
Yeah, and that's why he's such a high leverage arm. Just doesn't matter for him. He looks at attacking the zone and attacking hitters regardless of the situation.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Got him swinging. Some high cheese for strike 3.
Now batting.
2 down, bases empty. And up next for New York, Austin Wells. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss as he was late.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
He's got it, and that'll end the inning. All set to start the 9th in this one. Up now, the Padre leadoff man, Fernando Tatis Jr. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Judge hauls it in, 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Luis Arias, the next up for the Padres. In the air, right field. And that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 9th. And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. And first offering is fouled off. Morejon goes 5 feet 11 inches, 225 pounds, and he was born in Cuba. Merrill. 1 up, 1 down.
He's out.
So digging in, Oswaldo Cabrera. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Trent Grisham, 1 out, the base is empty for him. And first offering is fouled off. 1 out, base is empty. Two down. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Arise. The tag, and that's the ball game. Cease with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure